Hello, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Today is Tuesday, January 7th, 2025, and we are back for another episode of Bricks and Beyond, a creator showcase series. For those of you that may be joining for the first time, Bricks and Beyond is a showcase series that highlights members of the LEGO community. Each episode of the series provides you with a personalized look into the individual behind the account. Today's guest is tuning in from across the pond in Manchester, United Kingdom. He is an amazing creator that's active on several platforms, which include Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. Without further ado, let me bring on Declan Bricks. You might know him as Declan at Declan Whitmore or simply Declan. Get him on here. There he is.
Hello.
What's up, brother? How are you?
You okay?
What's new?
Nothing's new. Nothing's new.
Just living the life, right?
Yes,
So now,
absolutely.
if I'm not mistaken, it is 10 o'clock where you
Yes,
are? Okay.
correct. Correct.
See, I was trying to figure out what are the time, like the time zone, whatever you call them after. I'm PM Eastern. So what is your time zone that you refer to?
I don't know. What is our time
Yeah.
zone? GMT?
Is that
Yeah,
what it is? Okay.
GMT, I think.
Okay. All right. Because I don't know, I know like the Eastern, the Central, the Mountain over here, but I didn't know, and I have to start teaching myself, some of those other time zones over there. So,
I don't
and
know.
I guess it really doesn't matter, right? As long as you tell me how many hours ahead you are, good enough for me. There we go. GMT. Somebody said GMT to
Everyone's saying
confirm,
GMT.
so we're good.
My
Okay.
girlfriend just confirmed.
Well, as you told me, she's pretty amazing. So if that's what she said, that's what we're going with.
Exactly. Exactly.
So what's the weather like today? Is it
Snowing.
cold? Oh, it
Snowing.
is snowing. Okay. So then you guys are pretty much, so again, I'm Eastern, so I'm in Pennsylvania in the States. So you guys are pretty similar to us as far as the weather goes then, I would assume.
I would guess
Okay.
so because it's been absolutely pouring it down with snow.
So what's temperatures today?
Minus one. Minus one.
Oh, lovely. Okay. Now you guys do Celsius too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because I always have to remember that too. So there's lots of stuff I have to remember when I'm trying, like with people in Canada too. Like they do things like I guess we're just backwards from everybody else. So, um, but yeah, how was your? I know it's been a couple weeks. How was your Christmas?
Fantastic. Yeah. Brilliant. Got a lot of Lego, so I'm happy with
I
that.
I was gonna bring that up because I'm pretty sure you had a video about that. So we'll get into that. But
No worries.
what do you guys do? Do you have any special traditions that you have Christmas time?
Uh, well, my girlfriend is Polish, so we
Okay.
celebrate Christmas, well, kind of, on New Year's Eve.
Okay.
That's what they do, is like a big meal on New Year's Eve and stuff like
Nice.
that. So, so we did, not New Year's Eve, sorry, Christmas Eve. I don't
I
know.
I
Don't
know
know
what you're
if I
talking about.
Christmas Eve. Yeah, Christmas Eve, and then yeah, but then that's they're normally like in Poland. They normally open the presents on Christmas Eve.
Oh, nice.
But
Okay.
my girlfriend just does the meal on Christmas Eve and opens the presents on Christmas Day.
Okay. You mean she doesn't
But
even
yeah,
ask you for one on Christmas Eve?
no,
No.
none.
Wow, that's impressive because usually, we're trying to open our gifts early. So
Of
good, good,
course.
good. Yeah. Now, let's get into that. So you did have a video that you put out for Christmas. Now, did you have like a list that you gave out to people of things you were looking for?
Well, because everyone comes up to me and is like, "We all know what you want,
Yeah.
which is Lego, but we know that you have pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
need to tell us which ones you don't have." So I
Okay.
have to give everyone kind of like an individual list.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that's what they did. They got me that. So I had to give them a list because if not, then I'm sure they would get me stuff that I already
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, well, you know what? The other thing that works too is the gift cards. Gift cards are always nice because then you can
Yes,
kind of just do what you want.
I got a gift card actually. There's one right here actually. I'm pretty certain. Yeah, there you go.
Well,
Gift card.
yeah. So see, there you go. So you're ready. So not only did you get everything you want, but you got more to get what you want later down the line.
Absolutely.
So, how many ballpark? Like how many different sets were you hoping to get, and do you remember how many you got?
I don't mind how many I get. I really don't care. If it's one, I'm completely happy.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
how many I got? I think there was about like 20,
Okay. And
something like
you
that.
didn't have all little. You had a couple big ones there too. So you had a nice, impressive little.
Yes, I got very, very lucky. So I'm very
Yeah. Yeah.
grateful.
Yep. Now, when you get big, I guess we call them halls, as we like to call them. Do you usually get in the building right away, or how long do they typically sit around?
Right now, I generally have no room whatsoever, and so I have like, I'm not kidding you. I think I have about 150 sealed Lego sets in
Seems to
my
be a
Lego room.
yeah.
Um, and what I'm doing is I am making my garage outside, which is
Okay.
rather big, into a Lego room, and we're doing that
Oh,
up
nice.
properly. So
Okay.
we're gonna do that up properly first,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna be like just building constantly
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
non-stop.
Yep. That's smart though, to not overwhelm the space that you have with stuff, and then when you do get a space, then you got to worry about carrying over and all the disaster stories we see of the bigger sets falling apart and then having to rebuild
Yes,
them. And so yeah, you're smart. So well,
definitely.
at least the boxes are nice to look at. So you do
Oh
have a
yeah,
nice.
I like the
Who needs
look of
picture
them.
frames and stuff when you can just look at Lego boxes? So
I'm not. I can't. I cannot walk into my Lego room. I generally can't walk. I can go. I can open the door.
yeah,
That's it.
and that's
I'm not kidding.
so. What does so as I mentioned to you, I like to try to keep these videos for those people that might not know who you are or might not have seen some of your videos. So, uh, the current Lego room that you have, what is your current layout that you have?
I can go show you if you want me
I
to.
mean, if you want to, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I'd love to see
I'll,
it.
like I say, I won't be able to go
But
in.
you can at least give us the sneak peek inside.
So here it is.
Wow,
Well,
you weren't kidding.
I'm
Holy
not
cow.
kidding. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
But I have like my Lego city, what
Okay.
it was anyway, what
Yep,
it
yep.
was, there, and then I have some shelves up top there,
Okay, nice. Yeah.
um, and behind the door here. I also have like a minifigure display
Oh,
case
I love
with
those
some like
display cases.
items.
Is that one of those ones from that Smith's?
Yes, yes, it is.
I'm so jealous of you. I wish I had one of those over here.
And then we have some more shelves here. And then I have some
Okay.
underneath here as well. But yeah, you can't see that. And I also have like blinds with my name on it, which is quite
I
cool.
did, yeah, that's really cool. I like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you weren't kidding. You have maximized the usage of that space.
Yes, it is. It can't do any more, so we have to move. Which the garage is a good place to do it, and we're gonna do it properly. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So if you had to estimate, like, how many of these rooms could you fit in the garage?
probably about 10.
Oh, wow. Okay. So that'll be a big difference for you then.
Yes,
Okay.
it will make a massive difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me
Yep.
go
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. For sure. Um, now, will you transfer your or will you grow your city and build that, or
Yes,
is that
so
something you have an interest in?
definitely. I've got plans, in the garage to have like a city layout kind of thing. So we're gonna do
Okay.
that. Obviously, we're gonna have like lots of display
Yep.
places as well, but we're gonna have a lot of city space, if you
Okay.
get me.
Now, are you? I know I saw a few in there. Are you a modular collector, or is that something you'll get into once the city's set up?
No, definitely. I love modulars.
Yeah,
I love every single one.
yeah, I know. Well, so I've had this conversation. I'd love to get your opinion on it. So obviously, we have the modular line, the official modular line. Do you consider the Market Street, the one of the early on ones, the blue one that was? I think it was like the second or third that came out that wasn't technically part of the line. Do you consider that part of the modular
I would
line
do,
of buildings?
yes. Yeah, I would do.
You're killing me here. People keep telling me that. I'm trying to tell myself I don't need it, but everybody keeps telling me that it's
No,
part of
you
it.
need it.
So,
You need
yeah.
it. You need it.
I am a very I'm a completionist, so like if there's a line, like I feel like I have to get everything. So since you confirmed that you're like the I don't even know how many
It's
people
got to
in
be
have told me I need to
done.
get
It's
it.
got to be done. It's got to be
It's got to
done.
be done. Okay. Well, if you find one at a good price, let me know and then I'll take it off your hands. So,
I'll let you know.
all right. So, now as far as you and your family, like, do you have any siblings?
No,
So you're like me. We're the one and only. So we're the spotlights of the family then, right? Do you have any? Well, okay, so you wouldn't have any. Do you have any
I have
cousins?
some. I have step siblings.
Okay, step
Uh,
siblings. Okay,
yeah,
yep. So how many step siblings do you have?
I have two.
Okay, and are they male, female, younger, older?
Uh, Brother and sister.
Okay. Now are they Lego fans?
Yes, yes, they are.
Okay. Now,
Yes.
is that something you brought them into, or was it kind of something you guys did together?
No, we did it younger, and
Okay.
then I kind of stopped, but they kind of kept on going, and they still are going. To be
Okay.
fair, now I'm back
Okay.
into it.
Okay. Well, since you said that, I'll bring into the. Well, actually, you know what? I got one other question for you because I saw a video that I was scrolling through your videos, and I was going to ask you if you had any pets. I did see a video, and now those may not have, but I believe you have a couple pets. Am I correct?
I have three
All
cats.
right. And how I came across this video was the Tuxedo Cat Lego set. So, would you like to share your experience with the Tuxedo Cat and when you introduced it to your cats?
Listen, the Tuxedo Cat is one of my favorite ever
Okay.
Lego sets. I'm not kidding
Okay.
you. It's so good. Um, Mainly probably because I have a tuxedo
Yeah, sure.
cat, but
Yep.
I absolutely love it. And I mean, they were okay with it. They just kind of what they did was just rub themselves
Okay.
on the side of it, kind of, and break it. But they love the box.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I seen other a couple of YouTubers have cats and they seem to love boxes. They is that something that any type of box they just
Anything.
enjoy playing with?
Any type of
Interesting.
box. They love
Interesting.
it, especially the Lego boxes, because I'm always got Lego boxes lying around, so they're always in them.
Were you I'm guessing they don't go in your Lego room because they probably could have a lot of fun with the boxes.
I, I have I have some stories for cats and Lego. Oh my goodness, there's been so many broken Lego sets from them knocking them off. It
I can
does my
imagine.
head in.
Well, so let me ask you this. So, when you get into the new space and you start building, obviously you're going to have a lot of leftover Lego boxes. Are you planning on making some massive fort for the cats or anything with the Lego boxes?
I wasn't planning, but that's a good idea.
Yeah, see?
That's a good idea. They would love that.
Well, if you do, I want to see a video on the construction of we'll call it a Lego cat castle. How about that? Uh,
Sounds great. That's actually a good video idea. I'll keep that in
See, look at
mind.
that. Don't forget about me when you create it.
I
I don't want.
won't. I
I just want to say,
won't.
hey, my buddy mentioned this. So, all right. So, getting into your Lego journey. So, going back. So, I know you said you did start as a kid. Um, do you remember the first either Lego set that you had, or maybe did you just start with bulk bricks?
I remember like I think it was like 2020 to be fair,
Okay.
or 2021. I was kind of into like Hot Wheels, um,
Okay.
and just kind of just collecting them. And I went into Smiths
Yep.
and I saw a CMF bag,
Yep.
and I was like, I used to collect like do the CMF bags like back in the day, like you know
Yeah. 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 Yep.
when the Simpsons were
Oh
out
yeah,
and
the
all
good
that, and like the
stuff.
CMFs back in the day. I used to do a lot of them, so I was like, oh, I'll buy one just for the fun because I mean I always I never not didn't love Lego, but you know what I mean I just but then and then I bought that one and then that was it. Just
Okay.
hooked from there.
Yep.
Generally, I bought more CMFs after that, and then I bought a Lego. And then actually, I got COVID,
Okay.
and then I had to isolate in my room.
Okay.
So I was like to, I think it was my grandma. I said, "Could you buy me like a little Lego set to do in the
Nice.
room?" And then that was it. That was it.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
It was like this Darth Maul set. It was like this little Darth Maul where you got Darth Maul and Ahsoka Tano. I don't
Okay.
know if you know about it, but it's a
Yep.
little one, but it was brilliant.
Isn't it crazy how something like COVID could like spark a passion for you, and then it just kind of, I mean,
Absolutely.
Lego, it's a rabbit hole. Like you can't. I personally can't tell you somebody that I've met that has started a Lego set and they're just like, okay, I'll build another one like a couple months down the road.
No way.
Doesn't
No
work that
way.
way.
No.
Now, so you said you did have a the dark ages as they call it with Lego. Um, when did you so when did you really like fully get back in? That's when you like
That
the
was
2020
it.
ish? Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was it.
Okay.
And then I just after I got COVID, I went out and then I bought some more and then bought some more and then that was it. I was just like, and then I started seeing, TikTokers and all that, YouTubers. Like I was like, I can do this. I was like,
Yeah.
this looks amazing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm really interested to hear about all of your social platform journey. So I will get into that because I have a bunch of stuff I want to ask you about that. Um, but with the Lego sets, so going back to 2020, so you started just picking up some sets, some CMF sets or the minifigures. Did you buy any bulk like lots, like just like the classic sets or anything like that to do like your own type of creations, or are you pretty
No,
much
no,
sets?
I was just on the sets at that
Okay.
time. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what was your first? What do I want to call it? I guess I'll just say what was your big like your first big set? Like I guess an 18 plus set or something like that
Yeah.
along those
Oh,
lines.
that's a good question. Gosh.
Stumped you already.
I'm trying to think now. Actually, I think it could have been. Actually, it was that. I'm pretty
Okay.
certain it was that.
Yep, I was gonna ask you about that.
I'm
Okay.
pretty certain it was that. Because I've always been into my
Okay.
F1,
Yep.
um, and then that came out. When did that come out? Like 2021.
That
I'm pretty certain.
sounds familiar. Um, we'll say
I'm
around about there. Yeah.
I'm pretty certain it was 2021, and I think it was like March 2021. And I remember seeing it. I was like, I'm buying this straight away. So I was on the Lego
Okay.
website at like at like midnight whenever they come out. I was like, I'm buying
Yep.
it, so I bought it then.
Yep.
That was it.
Okay.
I think that definitely
We'll
was
go
that.
with that. That's fair. I won't grill you any harder for that. We'll go with that. Well, so then you must be pretty happy then with the F1 stuff that's been going on recently.
So happy. I
Your
I
wallet's
heard
probably not.
I no, definitely not. I heard from some friends like like rumors about it being
Yeah.
next year, like they're just going all out with like F1 stuff, and I was like, you can't be telling me that, like that is just insane. And then now they've shown like I'm just like I'm gonna be skint.
You better have you better have a whole wall space dedicated to the F1 stuff because it seems like
That's
there's a lot of stuff coming out.
definitely like I say in the garage.
Yeah,
I'm gonna plan a space out where I hang them all up on the wall,
that'll be cool.
like that, and do a
Yep.
cool display like that. So yeah.
Yep. Now, have you been to any F1 like in person recently? Because I saw Lego was at some of the events. Have you been to any of the events where Lego was?
No, no, not recently. I think I went to Hungary and Silverstone in 2023.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
two races, but I
Yeah.
mean Lego, nothing Lego was there at the moment at that time.
Yeah, it was interesting because I saw, some of the videos that Lego was posting and, where they were at some of the actual races. And I guess they were doing like some special builds there too, where you could kind of like those make and take it
Yeah.
events, which you can't beat those. When you can get a free, regardless of how small it
Oh,
is, when you can get a free Lego set, it's always nice, to get, especially if it's something, like something that you enjoy.
yeah,
Um,
definitely.
Now, do you do any of um, I'm drawing the 2K Drive, any other racing games?
Yep,
Okay.
I think I played every single Lego game there.
Have you? Okay.
I love them all.
What's some of your favorites?
Lego City Undercover
Have
is the
not
best.
played that. I think my son watched a video of that on YouTube. That's where you can be a police officer, right? If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken. Okay.
it is the best Lego game ever. Like
Okay.
my girlfriend even thinks that.
Oh, really?
She
Okay.
likes it a lot. It is brilliant. It's so good. I'm not
I'm
kidding.
writing
You
this
need to
down.
play it.
What's the name of it again?
Lego City Undercover.
Okay.
It's
Yep.
amazing. It's so good.
All right. Yeah. I saw it because I like those games. I can't remember they were whatever video he was watching. It was referencing one of the I don't remember who, but it looked like a really fun game. Um, and then yeah, then we got 2K Drive, so there's
2K Drive
that, and then
is
2K
very good.
Drive's fun. What about? Are you a Star Wars guy at all?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
So then you've done
200%.
that
The
whole
new
series.
Star Wars game was brilliant, and the
Yep.
old ones are just
Yep.
classics, aren't they?
And then what's uh Lego Horizon? That's a new one, right? Did you play that yet?
Yep, I got that for
Okay.
Christmas.
And you're
Because
done already, right?
I
Yeah.
I'm not done already. It's actually quite a large game, but I'm enjoying it. It's the thing that I like about it is very different to the others.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Now, did you play the regular Horizon game?
no, I
Okay.
don't. I'm an Xbox guy.
Okay. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I was
So
just curious because I had asked my son about that because I've never played it either. But I asked him like if it was the same, but just Lego-fied, if that's a word, Lego-fied. And he said he thought it was something like different, like kind of same concept but similar.
yeah,
So
yeah.
just curious. Okay. So you're always been an Xbox guy, or
Yes,
okay?
yes.
What's the allegiance for?
I don't know.
What if somebody bought you a PS5? Would you
Of
bounce
course,
back and forth?
I'd play the PlayStation exclusives, of
Okay,
course,
yeah,
because I think so. Like I say, I do want to play the Horizon,
yeah,
and I want to play like God of War and stuff
yes,
like that are
yep.
on there. So
We
yeah, I mean, I played the Spider Mans, like I played
oh
them
yeah,
on my friends and stuff.
okay. Okay.
But yeah,
We just played that exclusive on PlayStation. It's called Astrobot,
oh, that
and
looks
so
amazing.
it
That looks
is.
really good.
It really is. But that's what's really cool. Like they pull in references from all like
Yeah,
the different PlayStation
yeah,
exclusive games, and so it's just neat to see the characters that way.
yes, brilliant.
All right. So since you're, a set guy, so obviously you like the F1s. Are there any themes or lines that you say other than the F1s that you tend to gravitate towards more than others?
Star Wars, definitely.
Star Wars. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
big, huge Star Wars fan. Like, I mean, massive. So
Now, did
Star
you?
Wars is
Oh, go ahead.
always
Sorry.
yeah. Star Wars is definite, and I think ideas. I really like
Yes.
ideas,
Yep.
and uh, Ninjago. I'm a big Ninjago
Oh,
fan.
okay.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, generally, I like
Yeah.
every theme.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
It's a
Yeah.
bad thing.
It's
It's a bad thing. Even I'm not even kidding. Even Friends and stuff like that. Even Duplo. I have some. I collect some
yeah.
Duplo
Hey.
because
I.
Cars, Disney
Yep.
movie Cars. They released a couple of Duplo sets in them,
Yes.
and Cars is like my favorite film ever. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. No, you and I have the same problem. We like everything. So,
yeah,
it's like you go to these release days and you're like, oh, what are you here for? Oh, Star Wars. What are you here for? Everything.
everything. Yeah, everything that is released now is brilliant. I want it all.
And that's why we have a new in box problem, because it's just so hard to pick and choose that you just get everything. So.
Yes.
I get it. So then I guess the answer is probably going to be no, but I'm going to ask you anyways. Is there any? I guess I'll word it differently. Is there any theme that you don't really enjoy the build process of?
Technic.
So you love the cars, but I get the technique.
I do. I literally just did a I did a like an advert for Amazon
Okay.
recently, and they gave me the Mercedes G wagon,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I
Okay.
think it is, that
Yep.
bright orange Mercedes G wagon, and I had this in the space that I had like the space of a couple of days to like do it, and
Okay.
that did me in. I was like, oh my
It
gosh.
it's bad enough when you have to build it for yourself, but when you have a time frame to build it, that's
I
good
mean,
for
I
you.
don't get me wrong. I think the Technic cars are like brilliant. I
Yeah.
understand the whole concept of the Technic, but
Yep.
it's just it's the words the clues in the name. Sorry, like it's Technic, it's technical. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I'm
Yep.
just like I get sometimes I'm like, what is it asking me to do here?
it's definitely not for everybody, that's for sure, and it's definitely on the more advanced side. But I think if you get those builds, if you can do those, you pretty much can handle any Lego set, I would assume. So.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so staying with the whole theme thing. So a question I always enjoy asking because I love getting different answers. If you were put in charge of creating either a new theme or line of Lego or just a particular set, what would you create? Now, no restrictions, just anything you could think of.
Wow. Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
How about an Xbox? We,
An Xbox, like a video game theme, that
yeah,
would be pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah, yep,
That
yep.
is a pretty cool thing. I'm trying to think. I'm trying maybe like a football theme.
Okay,
Like
yep,
I know they do some football sets, but like a mere I don't know. That's just throwing out there like a big football theme. Bring back the Disney cards themes because
okay,
they used
yep,
to have them,
yep.
but I'd bring them back. Oh, there's a lot. Actually, like I really like Dr. Seuss and stuff like that.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's I didn't even
I
think about that.
think because you know the cat. I don't know if you ever watched the Cat in the Hat
Yes,
film.
yep,
But, that's like one of my all-time
okay,
favorite films as well.
yep.
But I would love to see like Cat in the Hat sets or something like that. You know what I mean? Like the hat in out of Lego. I don't know. Something.
Oh, that'd be really cool to have the hat. Oh man, see, I love these because all these ideas that come up, like somebody has to do them. One of the things I tend to talk about a lot on some of the lives is dioramas. And with the Cat in the Hat, Dr. Seuss stuff, like how cool that the book line where Harry Potter had the books. How amazing would that be to have
But like
books of the
I
Harry
say,
of
with
the
the Dr. Seuss theme, you've
yeah,
got so many things that you can do.
yeah,
You can. Oh my goodness, yeah. There's so many things that you can
yeah,
do with
and
that.
then
Actually,
I mean, like you, and the neat thing about that is not only is Dr. Seuss popular, but you can make them in all lines. You can make the Duplo. You can make
yeah.
ideas. I mean, you have endless. So you're bringing all those crowds. Um, that's a smart. I don't think I've ever seen a Dr. Seuss on the Lego Ideas. Do you ever browse the Lego Ideas website at all?
No, I don't really. I normally just wait until the
Yeah,
kind of. I see little videos of people showing what is on there and stuff like
yeah,
that. So
yep.
I never really go on the website though.
It's definitely worth it if I know you don't have a lot of free time, but if you do have free time, check it out because there's some really cool stuff on there. But that's one thing I don't really think I've ever seen much of is Dr. Seuss stuff. So I don't know. Maybe Lego will come calling you. Maybe you can get a Dr. Seuss line going.
Yeah,
uh,
like a
yeah,
Grinch and stuff like that. You can
Grinch.
go
Yep, yep, yep.
endless in that.
Yeah, and that's what's so cool about Legos. You can bring in people from all ages, just in all these different themes and styles. I mean, it literally is for everybody,
Yeah, definitely.
um, unless you're 100, because apparently it goes up to 99. All right. Now I think you said so. No real mock building. You're pretty much
Oh,
just
yeah,
with the sets
yeah,
now.
yeah. No,
Now, when you do start a city, what do you think you'll get into trying to build anything yourself?
definitely.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
Any big
Um,
plans?
I've been thinking of like it's going back onto the cars topic, but
Yeah.
I've been thinking this for ages, like a radiator springs.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That'd be cool.
I've
That'd be
always
cool.
just wanted to like build that, so
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
thinking of that. But again, the mock building is going to be difficult for me because I'm not too imaginative when it comes to this sort of stuff. But you
Yeah.
know, it's
No, I
about
get it.
building, making the mistakes and fixing
Yeah.
it and stuff like that. Just keep going and he'll do it.
Yep. Have you ever checked out Rubricable by any chance?
I have checked out a couple of the
Okay.
stuff
Yep.
on them. Yeah,
See, I think that's a good place to start because
yeah,
I dabble in building some stuff, and I think it helps sometimes when you can see like how other people build things, and then you can kind of build off like what not copy what they do, but or maybe you could start with their Brickable and then make it yourself. But
yeah, definitely.
um, I think that would be a really cool idea, especially in the space that you're going to have. How many tables are you hoping to have for a city?
I don't know. I've just kind of got like it's I don't know. It's going to be quite big. I can't tell you how many tables
Yeah,
because we measured it and stuff, but we haven't kind of grasped what is
yeah.
going to happen at the moment.
No, no, no. Hey, it's not easy putting a Lego room together. I mean, especially when you have a lot of things that you want to do, trying to display and then put a city together. You almost do have to kind of take a couple minutes and think of like what you really want to do.
Yeah,
But I think you have a good start with a plan. So I'm sure what you come up with will be quite enjoyable, and I'm looking forward to it.
yeah. I'm
So
going to be vlogging all of it and stuff for a YouTube
okay,
video. So I'm
nice.
going to put
Well,
it all into it from like the start to the finish. And
now,
yeah,
when did you plan on starting that?
we should be starting pretty soon, to be honest.
Okay.
Like in the next couple, probably say next month, we'll
Nice.
start that.
Okay. Only reason I ask is I usually ask this at the end of videos. I always like to ask like if down the road if I can check in, do another one, see how what's going on in your life and whatnot. So I'd love to check in again down the road and see like where you are, like with
Definitely.
kind of with that finished product and whatnot. So
Yeah, yeah.
um, yeah. So we'll keep tabs on that, and I'd love to have you back. So. All right. So now the social media journey. This is where you just got things shooting a million different ways here. So you told me you started in 2019, correct?
Yeah,
Okay, and that was TikTok, correct?
yeah.
All right. So I am not a TikToker. So explain to me how you got into that and what your what the original vision was for the TikTok.
It was just fun,
Yeah.
I guess,
Yep.
something to do. I just kind of, saw like trends and stuff and
Okay.
did them myself.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Lego related back then. It was generally just like any
Okay.
trend, like and not like what I do now is just link the trends to Lego. But back in the day, I don't really do. I just did it to what the trend was, and I don't
Sure.
know, just anything that I found funny or something like that.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
yeah, that's
Now,
how it started.
do you remember? Do you remember by any chance what the very first TikTok you would have? Is that? Do they call them something? And I feel like an idiot because I don't do them. But is that what do they call them? Like Instagram has a
Yeah, it's
reel.
just
So what does
Just
TikTok
TikTok
have?
videos,
Just
just TikTok
TikTok videos.
videos.
Okay.
You can call them
So
TikToks, whatever.
do you remember what your first one would have been?
I don't remember that. I can
Okay.
remember a few like old ones. Like I checked them out yesterday. To be fair, like some old ones, and they're embarrassing. A lot of them are hidden at the moment, but yeah, um, some of them I think the first one on because I did have like other accounts like older ones
Okay.
which I didn't have but the first one that I made on this account was like it was a video about my mum's ornaments downstairs like having a fight
Okay.
because she has a bunch of animal ornaments
Okay.
downstairs so it was like something like that.
And this is where you are now after you started.
Exactly, exactly.
So do you remember? That was farther back. Do you remember what one of your first viral videos would have been?
um yes, I think I do.
Okay.
uh,
And was that a
um
Lego or was it a non-Lego?
No, it was a non-Lego.
Okay.
I had a few like quite good ones back then. Actually, I can't remember now. Oh my! You
I
know what?
I I
You
was
know
really
what?
trying to test you.
It's been so long since I have actually seen those videos. Actually no, I remember it now. I
Okay.
remember it now. It was like we keep going back to it, but it's cars again.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
should
No,
have
that's it. It's a passion. Okay.
It's
Yeah.
like my whole life, but it's generally I don't mean to keep coming back to this, but
No, no, no. That's you. Yeah.
it generally is. I remember like there's this sound on like there was this sound on TikTok, and then there was like a part in cars where it linked up really well. So I
Okay.
just recorded the film with the sound on it, and then it perfectly timed it, and then it
Okay.
got. I
Yep.
think that got like a couple million views.
Okay,
Um,
nice. Okay, yeah. Well, see, that. I think that makes things easier, in my opinion, when you're making any sort of content. If you enjoy what you do and you're enjoying the content that you're making, it makes it a whole lot easier to make it rather than trying to like force something.
definitely.
Um, so then the obviously the account started without a Lego vision. So when you had the TikTok in 2019, did you start any of the other social platforms prior to Lego,
No,
or that all came after
no.
Lego?
Yeah, I was just on TikTok
Okay,
again, generally just doing it for fun. And then, like I said, I did. I after like that cars video, I kept on, doing and doing and doing. And then I gained quite a lot of
sure.
followers just from
Yep.
doing that,
Yep.
and um, started earning a little bit of money for it and stuff like
Oh,
that.
nice. Okay.
So
Okay.
it was just TikTok though for like probably I'd say for like 2 years.
Okay. So you were just doing all your funny video creations, and then COVID came. Then you had the little set, and then the rabbit hole opened, and then you fell down the rabbit hole.
That's it. That's it.
Well, that sums it up in a nutshell. So, all right. So then, what was your first Lego platform that you went to? Was it Instagram or was it YouTube?
I know TikTok.
Okay. Yeah. So off of TikTok. What was the
Oh,
first one after TikTok?
off of TikTok, Instagram, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Um, And so, if I'm not mistaken, you can pretty seamlessly like share everything through all the platforms, correct? Is that what you try to do? Is try to like what's on YouTube at least has some exposure on Instagram and vice versa, or do
yeah,
you kind of keep them
yeah.
separate?
No, I post everything
Okay.
everywhere.
Yep. Yep. Uh, well, it definitely makes it easier to find something like if you have
Yeah,
something you want somebody to find easily, then it can link, and then I obviously you have all your socials linked on Instagram as well and everywhere. So
yeah.
um now do you remember, and I keep asking you to remember stuff, so I'm really challenging you today. Do you remember what one of your first Lego reels, I guess we'll say, or over in TikTok, like one of the bigger videos that you had?
Um, yes, I think I do remember it. I think it's like a uh, trying to think. Oh, it's when like I'm. I think it was like something where I'm like building, like I'm
Right.
building a Lego set, and then my girlfriend like just comes and starts like touching me, and then I just go like get
Oh,
off and
yeah.
build it. And then that got I think that got like 21 million views on
Oh, wow.
TikTok,
Holy cow. Okay.
and
Yeah.
it got like I think it got like 6 million views on Instagram.
Okay. Yeah. Man, that's crazy. Yeah. That's one of the things that I can't seem to figure out. And I'm sure like you obviously have a bigger following, so you probably don't have as many swing and misses, but do you ever just have that video where you're like, man, this is going to knock it out of the park, and then like nothing happens with it?
Absolutely, all the time. Literally, I'm not joking. The videos that I put my most time into do the worst. The
Yeah.
videos
Yeah.
that I
It's
put like 5 seconds into, they do the best.
Yeah, I just had that happen the other day. I forgot to make something and I just put something together and it just popped off. I was like, why do I waste my time like actually planning stuff when that stuff does the worst? So
Yeah, but it's always good to have, even if the videos don't do well. It's kind of,
yeah,
I don't know. I like to call it like not filler content. It's like filler
yeah,
content.
sure,
It's just like
yeah,
if people are scrolling and they find that it's just still a great
yeah,
video, and then they will
yep,
enjoy it. You know what I mean?
yep,
It's great.
yep. No, for sure. It's just it's a lot of fun planning it. So like I'm interested to know from your aspect, like how much time, so one of these videos that you do plan, how much time do you typically put into the planning and like what all goes into that?
There's not much planning to be. I don't really call it planning. I just call it like I scroll on TikTok until I
Okay.
find some different stuff, and then I kind of like like them, so I can always go back and then
Yeah.
just
Yep.
look at different stuff, and I'm like, oh, that was quite good. I'm of like trends and stuff like that, and I'm
Mhm.
like, can I link this to Lego? And if I can,
Okay.
then yeah,
Yeah.
and then I just kind of do it up there. There's not really too much planning into that the TikTok and Instagram reel kind of side, but if you're talking about like YouTube long form videos, then that's a whole different
Yeah.
story. There's a lot
So
more
that's what I was
planning.
going to ask. That's actually, I'm glad you brought up because I was going to get into that. So before I ask you about YouTube, what do you enjoy? Because you have them all. So what do you typically enjoy more, the short form or the long form?
Oh, I like them both.
Okay.
I'd
Okay.
probably go
Yeah.
short form if you're
Okay.
gonna. I'd probably go short form
Okay.
just because that's kind of my speciality. I'm
Yeah.
kind of the best at that.
Okay.
Um, but I do enjoy long. I enjoy creating long form videos and like the whole creative aspect
Sure.
around that is really good. But I do like just the little comedic kind of side of
Yeah. Yeah.
the short
Yep.
form style and stuff
Yep.
like
Um, all right. So then, with YouTube. So first of all, when I went to your YouTube channel today, I watched your introduction video that pops up, and it was like my life in a nutshell. When you're like re-recording things and
that.
talking to yourself, and then you blame the minifigure, and I was like, "This is me." Like I love doing lives because I don't feel that same sort of pressure as when I do videos. When I do videos, it's like take after take after take. And when I watched that video you made, like that's just I was like, this is me. So
Yeah, that I didn't do. I only did that channel trader like a couple months ago, but I kept on popping up on my YouTube to like do one. So I was like, okay, I'll do one, and then I was just like, why not just do one where it's like at the start, it's like I'm messing up because that's just what happens. That's
yeah, yeah,
generally every video. That's what happens, and
yep,
it's just a bit of fun at the start. People like it, and then yeah, and it cuts to like a bit of a mid roll and stuff. But yeah,
yep,
no. I just thought, show them the real you,
exactly.
if you get me.
Yep. Very. I mean, it's brilliant that you did it because that's the one thing about social media that everybody always sees the perfect side of things, and if you're just a scroller and not like an actual content creator, like you always just see that nice end product. But if you are a content creator, you know very well that's not.
No way. No way.
All right, so for YouTube, um, when you started your YouTube, what was your plan for the longer form videos? Like, did you have any plan, or just kind of rolling with it?
I didn't have a plan. No, I just kind of watched different Lego YouTubers, kind of see what they were doing, and kind of just do my own kind of thing. At the start, I was just kind of putting out some different like Lego reviews. Like I was doing like top
Yeah,
10 like
yeah,
biggest sets and stuff like that at the start. I remember them, and then obviously still posting some short form, but at the same time, I was doing long form, and then yeah, that's what I just started off with, that kind of, just kind of posting what I kind of ever I wanted to,
yeah,
about
yep.
Lego.
Um, so another thing I always like to ask about too. So you obviously seem like you have a personality where you can just go anywhere and you can film whatever you want and nothing bothers you. Is that is that how it is, or like when you're out in public in your video, like do you ever get anxious or nervous?
A little bit, a
Okay.
little bit. You know, I'm not like some people would just can't do it. I can do it. I'm
Okay.
not I'm not like too fussed, but like there's points where if somebody like just starts looking at me, I'm a bit like, like if I'm recording, I'm a bit like,
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm just a bit like,
Yep.
but I'm not that bad. But I'm just like I know how to do it. It's just fun. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you had any awkward moments out in public or moments where somebody's either gotten upset that they've been on a video or like in the background or anything like that?
No,
That's
touch
good.
wood.
Yeah,
Gosh,
that's
no, I don't want to because oh my god, I don't know what I'd do. Just be like, oh, I'm sorry.
are you usually by yourself when you're filming, or with your girlfriend, or do you usually have anybody else with you?
I normally do have my girlfriend with me.
Okay.
At points like she's just at uni, so she's busy with like all her
Yeah.
work and stuff. But whenever she got
Okay.
time and like we
Okay.
go to like the Lego shop or something and do a video, she'd like to come as well.
Okay.
But yeah, because and
Now,
she'll help with like just walking me around the shop
yeah,
and
sure.
avoiding people, I guess.
Yep. Yep. Well, again, she just sounds like the perfect person because she seems like she helps a lot. So I'd say you're lucky to have somebody like that for
Yeah.
sure.
Yes.
Um, now, when you're out in public, how often would you say do you ever have people coming up approaching you like, "Hey, I know you," or getting those awkward stares, anything like that?
Quite in a Lego shop quite a
Yeah.
bit.
Yep.
Yeah, I had that's the one, the awkward stare. You get people and they're just like this at you, like It's just like, is that you? I'm like this. I'm like, are they looking at me because I'm doing something wrong, or are they
Yeah,
looking at me because they think they know me? And I don't want to just go up and go, it's me.
yeah, 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 yeah,
I'm
yep,
like,
yep.
but I'm just a bit like, they're staring at me, aren't they? But yeah, no, I've had there's this big, massive shopping centre like where I go to in the
Okay.
Manchester called the Traff
Oh
Centre.
yeah. Okay.
Um, and I've had people like, I'm not kidding you, they shouted across like the whole of this
Nice.
shopping centre my name, and I was like, who is that? I was
Yeah.
like, what are they shouting? And I was like, and they came running up, and they was like, oh my god, I follow you on Instagram. I was like, Jesus, I didn't know he was shouting me. I was like, oh my god.
So in other ways, that's the way to approach you. Scream at you from across the room, and
You can approach me anyway, just don't stare at me because I'm like, I don't know
oh,
what to do.
yeah,
I've also had people like just record the back of me and then post it in a TikTok and tag me in it, and
that's
I've
so
seen it.
awkward.
I don't mind being
Yeah,
filmed like that. I generally
yeah,
don't care.
yeah,
I
yeah,
do not care, but I'm like, just come up and say hi. I don't bother.
yeah.
Just like, they're just a bit shy. I'm generally just a little kid.
Sure. Yeah,
I don't need to be. It baffles me that people want to come and see me. Like it generally, like that blows my
yeah,
mind.
yeah.
I'm like, it's just me.
Yep,
It's just
yep,
me.
yep.
Yeah.
See, that's what I was hoping to with some of the you guys that have bigger accounts like that. That was one of the other things. Like I was hoping, like if you say that to me, like that lets me know it's okay to say, like, just so you know, guys, like he is a real person, and just because he has a high follower count doesn't mean you can't just go up and say hi to him. He's no different than you and
Exactly.
I, and
I'm
so
generally just. It just. I feel like just a normal person. You know what I mean? Like compared, like to everyone else. Like I
yeah,
don't. It's just that people sometimes when they want to come up to me and have a picture or something, I'm just like, you want one with me?
yeah.
I'm like, seriously, that's
you,
crazy.
you need to come up with some sort of tagline or something where when they say they want a picture with you, you need to say something like, "No, I want a picture with you." So,
Yeah.
um, so do you? So I had somebody else with a high follower account, and she told me one of the things that is more awkward to her is that she'll have times where she'll be out somewhere and then later that day she'll get a message on Instagram and they'll say, "Hey, I saw you at this store today and you were doing this." Now, does that creep you out at all? I mean, that's,
No, it doesn't creep me out because it's just I generally don't think I don't. I've had a lot
oh,
of those.
yes,
No, that is funny. Yeah, no, it doesn't creep me out because I know that they're just going about their day and then they spot me.
yeah,
They
yeah,
won't just be like stalking me or anything.
yeah,
But they just spot me and they're like, "Oh, I seen you. Yeah, yeah. I saw what you were doing," and then just like, I always say you should have come and said hi if you wanted to.
exactly.
I
Yep,
generally don't care.
yep.
I always say that. Um, I went to Billund um for in
Oh,
September
nice.
and somebody saw me in
Okay,
Billund around Legoland, and then they was like, and I remember because he had a cool T-shirt on,
okay.
um, and I saw his T-shirt, and I said to my mum, I was like, he has a cool T-shirt. I can't remember what the T-shirt was
Yeah,
now, but I remember I was like, he has a
yeah, that's
cool
good.
T-shirt, and then. Like he messaged me on Instagram saying, "Oh, I saw you today," and I went on his page and then I saw a story and I was like, "Oh, it's the guy with a cool T-shirt." I was
You're
like,
the
"No
cool
way!"
T-shirt guy.
I
Oh,
think I
that's
was more
funny.
happy that he messaged me. I was like, I said to him, I said, your T-shirt's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I get, people can be, I don't know if intimidated is the right word, or maybe afraid that you
Yeah,
won't, because you are on like the same page as like a celebrity. I mean, you're not like the movie star, but you're in the social media world, and you're like you know what I'm saying. And so like that can be challenging for some people to come up and just like say hi. And so I guess that's how they interact easier, is by messaging you. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to get across is just come say hi to Declan. He'll say hi to you. So,
no, generally it would. Every time someone says hi to me, it absolutely makes my whole
yeah,
month. I'm not kidding you.
yeah,
It's the
yeah,
most brilliant thing ever. I can't tell you the feeling. It's actually
yeah.
incredible.
Oh,
over.
I can imagine. So, well, and my one of my favorite famous taglines is "Keep being you" because I love what you're doing. So just so keep it up. Um, so I know there's a story that you thought might be a fun little story to tell. So I want to ask you about your Instagram verification.
Yes, yes. So basically, back in the day, I used to be a professional race car driver.
Really?
Yes.
So that explains the love for cars. Okay.
Yes, exactly. I did some. I competed in the British. It's called like an SSX, so it's a off-road buggy kind of
Oh, wow.
racing
Okay.
championship. Um, so being like a professional sport, that's how I got my verification because I was
Okay.
in a lot of news articles and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
so yeah, that's where that
Interesting.
came from.
I would
Um,
not have
there's
expected that.
Yeah, there's a couple of YouTube videos up somewhere from back in the day of me.
Okay.
So maybe search that up. I don't know whether it'll come up
Okay.
online. It might be a file shout, but yeah, that's very true.
Okay. Well, I will look into that. See, I think I mentioned to you since I just started, a few months ago. So I feel like I'm trying to catch up with everybody that's been around for a long time. And so, like, I only know most of you guys for the past couple months. And so, like, when I did go on your YouTube, I'm just like, oh, I didn't know he did that. Or, it's really interesting to get to learn more about you for, all the years that I missed.
Yes.
So, I know when I was looking at the YouTube page, I'm going to bring her up again because she seems to be very active in your life. I saw you and your girlfriend have your own separate YouTube channel.
Yes,
Now,
we do.
so what do you guys do on that channel?
Uh, Basically, we just film kind of our like. Well, it's called Deck and Nat Adventures,
Yeah.
so it's basically us
Okay.
filming our adventures because I what I'm my other kind of massive hobby, um, other than like cars and
Mhm.
stuff like you got your car and Lego, is theme parks and like roller coasters and
Oh,
stuff like
nice.
that.
Okay.
So I always watch like a lot of YouTubers like doing vlogs around roller coasters and stuff
Sure.
like that. So I was like, I also want to do that.
Okay.
So, but my girlfriend is like I've got her into like that. Like she's always liked roller coasters and stuff, but I've
Okay.
got her more into it. But she also likes the kind of aspect of traveling and just
Oh,
see
sure.
sightseeing and stuff like that.
Yep.
So I was like, okay, so we'll do a joint channel and we'll go and like call it adventures. So we go to theme parks and we vlog like the theme parks on ride POVs on roller
Oh, that's
coasters
really
and
cool.
stuff.
Okay.
Um, and then we also do like sightseeing vlogs and just kind of informative vlogs
Sure.
of like different hotels that we go to,
Okay.
kind of giving like a review on the hotels and stuff. So yeah, we do that, and it's a lot of fun because we get to
Yeah.
travel a bit more,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
also it's just vlogging what we are kind of doing. So
Okay.
it's not like us going out of the way. We're going to do that, but we vlog it
Sure.
because yeah.
Yep.
And I always
Well, it's a
think, I
nice.
always think, well, I always say to her, I'm always like, once we grow up and have kids, we'll be like, kids, come watch this video of like young us
Yep. I was
back in
just
the
going
day
to say that.
vlogging.
Yep, it's nice to be able to relive. I would much rather take videos than pictures because you can actually relive the videos. Where with a picture you're trying to remember the moment, but with a video you can actually watch the moment. So you kind of sparked something here. Curious question: have you ever been to the United States?
Yes, many
Okay,
times.
okay. Have you ever been to Cedar Point in Ohio?
No, I've never been to those. We've got me and my girlfriend have got a Disneyland Florida trip
Okay.
booked for this year, so
Well,
we're going
I
there.
I have a future challenge for you here. So I'm in Pittsburgh, which is right in Pennsylvania, right on the Ohio border. And there's an amusement park called Cedar Point, and it's I can't remember if they do call it if it's the roller coaster capital of the states or if they are trying to dub it as the roller coaster capital of the world. They have amazing, amazing, amazing roller coasters. So
Is that the one with Top Thrill?
yes,
Yep.
yes. So
I know them. I know them.
so
I know them. I
let
know
me
them
know
all.
when you're planning a trip, and I would be I've been there numerous times. I would be happy to give you a tour guide
Definitely.
of of Cedar Point because it
It,
is my favorite amusement
it's
park.
definitely going to be on the list for some time.
Okay, well,
Definitely.
keep me posted if you want. Obviously, and no pressure, but if you are going and you want somebody that's been there a few times, let me know because I'd love to go. My wife and I both love roller coasters. And they seriously have, at least to the parks I've been in the U.S., definitely my favorite. Now uh, they're on like the technical roller coasters. They don't have a lot of like the theming, like Disney World, obviously theming.
Yeah,
But
no, I
but Cedar
understand.
Point is your technical like your roller coaster. So you're just
Yeah,
there for that. You're not there to see anything else. So
yeah, no, definitely. The roller coasters there themselves look amazing.
and
Like
yeah,
all in America and all that sort of stuff, like Busch Gardens and stuff like that. They look
yep.
brilliant.
We actually did a long time ago down in Virginia. There's Busch Gardens and I think it's King's Dominion. They're like a couple hours. We did a 2 day trip where we did back to back amusement parks. I mean, it's worth it, just getting to enjoy them, and especially for you, like if you can knock a couple parks out in one trip, definitely worth it.
Yeah.
uh, all right, so just couple last things here before we wrap up. Always a fun one I like to ask. What does your family think of everything you do?
That mind, they don't know. They don't know. They're just mind blown. I tell them stuff, and they're like, "What?" I mean, they're all so supportive and stuff like that.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
understand like what I'm doing, and like because I've kind of taught them, and but they're just mind blown. They generally don't know what they don't know what to say and do. They just every time I tell them something new, like, "Oh, this happened, this happened, this happened." Um, like recently, I don't know if you've seen, I got into an actual Lego video on their Instagram page.
I can't remember.
Um,
Yeah, yeah, I think I did see that. Yeah, how that was. What month was that?
Last month,
I would say it
December.
wasn't too long ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
It was just like kind of like a recap of
That's
like
right.
influencers
Yep.
and
Yep.
stuff. And that was like I was like what?
Yeah.
And then I
That's
showed my
big.
mom, and then she was like what? So I was like wow.
Yeah.
And then just different stuff that keeps on happening, like
Sure.
uh, different just milestones. We get gaining followers, and it's crazy.
Yeah. No.
They love it though. They love
Yeah.
it.
Well, that's good, and I mean, it probably makes them feel proud too. I mean that they probably didn't expect this to be the journey of your life, but I mean it's big, and now in today's world where social media does play a big part, and you are a big part of that social media platform. So yeah, I'm surprised they haven't signed up for their own accounts. Any plans to get mom or dad in a video?
I don't know. I don't think they really want to be in the videos. I try and get them in some, but I got my grandparents
Oh,
in some of the videos, and
nice. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, they don't want to be, but at points I'm just like, you're gonna have to be because it's just kind of what's going on.
You
So
You should. I was just thinking. You said your grandma was the one who gave you the Lego set during COVID, right?
yeah,
Video recreation with grandma. Recreation of her giving you the Lego set.
good idea. That's a good idea.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's a fun way to get her involved, and
no,
it's
definitely.
the start of your journey. So I think that definitely could be a fun one for you
Yeah,
there.
definitely.
Now, one of the last things here: do you attend any Lego conventions, or do you have any plans to attend any in the coming year?
I want to go to some American ones because they're like the best ones.
Yes.
There's so many over there that I see, and I'm just like, they look so much
Yeah.
fun. But I've been
Yep.
to a couple in the UK. The biggest one is the Bricktastic
Oh
one.
yeah.
I don't
Okay.
know if you've ever heard of that one.
Yep.
But that's in Manchester, to be fair, so it's
Okay.
not 20
So
minutes
it's
away.
close by.
Yeah. But I've been to that one. Very good.
Okay.
Very, very good. And I want to do more. Like I say, the ones in America look absolutely stunning. So definitely going to be going to them in the future, 100%.
Okay.
But
Yep.
um,
Well, you know what? So I'm planning on attending Brick World, and that's one in Chicago
yeah,
for the first time this year. Um, Brick World is not too far from Cedar Point, so maybe in the future you.
lots. It's good. We'll plan it around all of it, won't we?
Yes.
That
So
we're
yeah,
going we're going to Cedar Point, okay, and Chicago.
exactly. Yes. So maybe not 25, but 2026, Cedar
Yeah,
Point and Brick World,
26.
Chicago. See, I'm making plans for you. So,
Yeah.
uh, so anything else you want to share about yourself? Anything you want to put your socials out there for people? This is your spotlight. So if there's anything else I didn't go over, it's your time to shine.
Um, I'm trying to
Anything
think.
upcoming that we should be waiting for? Anything you got planned?
Ooh, that's a good shout. Actually, I've got a couple of good videos coming
Okay.
out on YouTube, long form.
Okay.
I am. Well, I like to do a yearly, like every January. I like to do a update on my whole Lego collection. So I
Sure.
go
Yep.
through every single Lego set that I've got,
Okay.
and,
Nice.
every year you'll see it grow and grow and
Yeah.
grow.
Yeah.
So I like to do that every year.
Okay.
I'm also doing I have a lot of Lego botanical sets,
Oh, okay.
and what I like to do is compare the two,
Sure.
so I bought all the real flowers
Okay.
and compared them to the Lego ones to
Oh,
see like
nice.
how well. I did a video on that on the DeLorean. I don't know if you've seen that.
I didn't
Um,
get to watch it, but I did see the image for it.
Watch that one. That's a good
Okay.
one.
Okay. Yep.
um, so yeah, we did that one. That one's very cool, and I want to do more of them because I feel like they're quite unique, and
Yeah.
I've not really seen people do that.
Yeah. Yep.
Um, but I want to do them with like I've always dreamt of this. This is not like hardly ever going to happen, but like comparing like a real F1 car to like a Lego
Uh,
F1 car.
that'd be cool. Oh, I'm sure you could get. Oh, I'm sure that could be made possible,
I'll just
especially
contact
this
Lego
year.
and say, "Come on,
Yeah. Yeah.
man."
Well, hey,
Just
if I get Lego to follow me, I'm bringing them to you to get onto that F1. We'll have your own little F1 series. How about that?
yes, definitely, definitely. I would love an F1 series. I've seen some people like some Lego influencers like get invited down to the Las Vegas Grand Prix.
Yep.
Like, I don't know when it was, a couple
Yep.
months ago. I was like, I want to do that. I was like, I would love that.
I did
Get
see
me in
that.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. That would have been your wheelhouse there. I mean,
Well, they're all ambassadors, aren't they? So,
yeah.
um, that's my next goal. Really,
Okay.
is
Okay.
ambassador. I've applied twice, been
Okay.
rejected twice, but I'm gonna keep on going
Do
because
you? Go ahead. Sorry, I'll ask you
no, I'm
after.
just saying. I just that Lego ambassador is the
Yeah.
dream for me.
So
Definitely.
no, what I was going to ask you is there like do they have a limit on the number of times that you can apply for that, or is it just like
I hope not, because they keep on rejecting me. So I
yeah?
hope not. But I don't think they do.
Okay,
I generally don't think they do. I don't know why they would.
yeah.
Um,
Well, yeah, because
that,
you grow, so like
exactly.
you can't take a snapshot of somebody and say that that's what they are because people grow.
Yeah.
So um,
But I just want that. That is. Oh, I would love that so much.
that is a dream I'm sure a lot of people have, and yeah, I think it would be. I don't know what their like what the turnover rates are on the ambassadors. I mean, I don't know, like it'd be neat if you could maybe turn it over like a little more to try to get more people, some opportunities, or like if you're locked in. I don't know how all that works, but yeah, definitely a nice opportunity with all the events and such that looks like you get to go to and such. So,
Yeah, definitely.
well, hey,
100% true.
if they do a check where they ask for references, put me down. I'll be happy to give you a reference.
Thank you. Thank
um,
you. Just yeah.
yeah. Well, hey, I really, truly appreciate, first of all, I appreciate you even responding to me. I know sometimes when somebody out of the blue just messages you and like, hey, you want to come on my live and chat? Like, probably a little awkward, but I appreciate you
Uh,
responding.
I saw your account before you messaged me.
Oh,
So
nice. Well, okay.
I already knew kind of like what was going on.
Okay.
And well, I respond to
Yeah.
everyone anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
I generally respond to everyone in my requests, my
Sure.
DM requests and stuff like that. So I was like, and I'm always happy to support creators and
Well,
stuff like
much
that.
appreciated because it makes you feel good when you're it's kind of like the same thing in public, like you're reaching out to somebody who is above where you are in your current journey, and like when they say, oh yeah, I'd be happy to do something, like it makes you feel like what you're doing is seen and that you're not just kind of scrounging away.
Yeah,
So
no,
yeah, I do appreciate your time tonight, and like I said, I would love to check in with you here.
definitely.
Let if you don't mind keeping me posted, like I'll obviously watch the videos, but let me know when you're at like a comfortable point where you have stuff set up in the new space, and then maybe we can get like a tour when you have it all set up. We can do
Yes,
a tour.
definitely,
I think
definitely.
that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So I do wish you the best in your 2025 adventures,
Same for
and
you.
with your girlfriend.
Same for you.
I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you, and thank you for my video for tomorrow as well. That'll be up tomorrow, and
Yeah, no problem.
I look forward to seeing where you and your girlfriend are headed off to in 2025 with your big adventures there.
Yes,
And
yes. You
yeah,
definitely need
maybe
to go watch that channel. It's good.
yes,
There's some Lego videos on that channel as well.
yes.
Like Legoland and stuff like that, Legoland hotels and stuff. Um,
I'm gonna just you probably know them better than me. Do you want to shoot out all your socials just so people know if
yes.
they don't already?
So YouTube is Declan Bricks. Obviously, you're on the Instagram is Declan Whitmore. TikTok is Declan Whitmore, and mine and my girlfriend's YouTube is Declan Nat Adventures. Um, Go subscribe to all of them for other content. Good fun content
Yes. And
and stuff like that.
I will when we get off of here, I will share this video, send out the collab so it can be shared between both, so people can go back and watch it if they missed. And yeah, I hope you have a good. Gosh, what time is it? You're probably getting close to bedtime, right?
It's 11 o'clock.
Ah,
It's
that's
not bed.
early.
It's not quite
That's way
bedtime for
early.
me. Yeah, it's not quite bedtime for me. It might be
All
bedtime
right.
for
Well,
some.
hey, thank you so much again. I do appreciate your time. Again, I look forward to having you again, and I appreciate each and every one of you that stopped by for this hour and in our journey today. So,
I've enjoyed it. It's been brilliant.
great. Well, I'm glad because sometimes I get nervous. I'm like, oh, I hope I do a good job.
It's
So I'm glad you had a good
it's
time.
like the
So,
first time I've ever been like interviewed kind of thing,
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of.
yeah. Yep.
I've enjoyed it.
Well,
It's been
I try
good.
not to keep it like a job interview. I like to have it more of
No,
a, fun back and forth. So I'm glad.
you play
I'm
with my
glad.
brain though. I can't think of the past. I'm like, woof, the
Uh,
past.
hey, I mean, that's part of the job. You got to throw some curveballs.
Hey, you're keeping my mind going.
Well, hey, thank you so much again. I do truly appreciate your time. And then I'll look forward to seeing you down the road.
Yeah, you too. Thank you very
All
much.
right. Thanks, Declan. All
See you
right. Good night,
later.
everybody. We'll see you. All right. Bye.